the ground shake.
Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Gummy, and today we are back for another FNAF build tutorial on the channel. Really do hope you guys had a great Christmas, and again, I mentioned in my last video there will be a giveaway coming in the next week. It was meant to go out on Christmas Day, but I got busy. I was busy, that's probably the better way of putting it, and I ended up going out and like one thing led to another, and I ended up forgetting to record that video, or not having time to record it, should I say. So that's going to be going out near New Year now. I'll have a New Year giveaway instead of a Christmas giveaway, so I guess that's still positive. But in regards to today's video, we're going to be doing Bonnet, or if you're going for a more French style, Bonnet. So, this is, of course, from FNAF's location. It's in the custom night game mode. And, of course, there's a few other characters in that, such as Funtime Lolbit, so we're going to have that statue coming in the next few days as well, so stay tuned for that. So anyways, this, of course, is like a little hand puppet almost, a little pink Bonnie, basically, hand puppet. So it's very, very similar to what we built on the Funtime Freddy statue, although there are a few modifications. This time we're going to be building it in a plushie size, so it's going to like follow the same dimensions as a plushie. But if you want to make it to the same size as the Funtime Freddy one, which is of course the blue one, then feel free to just expand it 2 blocks backwards. I believe RedXPhones did a design like that, and I'll talk you guys through that later on in the video, just in case you want to do that. So anyways, what we're going to start off by doing is listing the blocks you'll need. So you'll need magenta clay, pink wool, white wool, black wool, red wool, block of quartz, and lime wool. And one thing I do want to say is I'm going to release a statue tutorial for a full-size version of this character in the next week or two. I know it's not in the game, but it's like a variation. It's turning something that isn't in the game into a character, almost like what like the modeling people do with the rigs and animations and stuff. So that's what we're going to be doing. Hopefully you'll enjoy that. So anyways, let's get straight into building. So we're going to start off by building the front side of the body, and this is a 6x6 square, so very, very simple. What we're going to start off by doing is placing 6 magenta clay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, as you can see, and that is the first layer already done. So for the next 4 layers, we're going to do 1 magenta, 4 pink wool, and 1 magenta clay, and as I said, that is for the next 4 layers. So we do this 3 more times, so that's 1, 2, and our number 3, and that will bring us up to our 5th layer. So right now, it should be a layer number 1, 2, 3, 4, and of course number 5. So that leaves us with 1 layer remaining. For this layer, what we're going to do is just like we did on the first layer, place a row of 6 magenta clay, and once you've done that, it will look like this. Very, very plain, very simple, but that is perfect. That's all we need to do. So, yeah, that is essentially the front side of the body. Now, of course, it's missing one thing, which is the bow tie. So the way we're going to do this is by grabbing our red wool. We're going to come up to the top left corner, and we're going to place a 2x2 of red wool, and we do the exact same on the right side. Now, bear in mind, this is 3D, so we're building it on top of, not into, not replacing, on top of. So it is standing out from the front side of the statue. What we're then going to do is on the lower half, so not this 2 blocks here, on the lower half, we're going to place 2 red wool in the middle, and we're going to go down 1 block on either side. So the way we do this is we come to the lower row, we come to the 2nd block, and to the 5th block, and we're going to place a red wool. And once you've done that, it looks like this, and that is the front side with all the 3D effects complete. So, if you want to pause, you are more than welcome to do so, and then we'll be moving swiftly along. Okie dokie. So now what we're going to do, of course, we have the front side done, we're going to start working on the sides. So we're going to come around to the left side and to the bottom left corner, and from here we're going to expand 1, 2, 3 to the left. Now, if you are building it like the Funtime Freddy character, then you want to expand it 2 blocks further, so it will be 8 wide, whereas 8 wide? I cannot count. 6 wide, whereas we're looking for 4 wide. So again, if you want it wider, it'll be 6 wide. If you want it like I'm going to be showing you as a plushie, then you'll want it 4 wide. And again, that's just in response to if you want to have it the same as the other character, which we have on the Funtime Freddy model. If you haven't seen that video, again, I'll leave a link in the description. Feel free to go and check it out. But anyways, the sides of the body is very, very simple. Essentially, we have 6 tall, 4 wide. This layer is already done, which means we're going to do 5 layers of 3 magenta. Just bring it all the way up to the top. And that is it. It's as simple as that. It's a 6x4 of magenta. And the good news is, the other side is the exact same. Of course, that's what it looks like from the side. We'll come around to the right side, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3 to right, and same logic applies. Just build up to the top, and you'll have a 6x4 area of magenta clay. From the side angle, it will look like this, and we're starting to make a really basic, but I guess what we're looking for, kind of shape. Okie dokie, so come around to the rear side now, and you're left with something that looks like this, a layer of 6 on the left, a layer of 6 on the right, and a 1, 2, 3, 4 block gap in the middle. Essentially, we're looking for a 6x6 square, so all we're going to do is 6 layers of 4 magenta in between each side, and it will add up and it will give us our 6x6 square. In regards to the top area here, just fill that in, doesn't really matter, it will be covered up by the head. As you can see, this is the rear side. It does look relatively plain. So one thing you can do, and again this is entirely optional because we cannot prove whether it does or it doesn't, when I say it, I mean the character of course, has a tail. Now I say this with everything that's related to Bonnie, or Bonnet in this case. So what we're going to do is come to the bottom left corner, we're going to go up to the second layer, come to the third and fourth block and simply place 2 pink wool if you want to add it. Again, that's a 3D effect if you want to add it. You could make it a 2x2 if you really wanted to, that's up to you. I don't really care, but if you want to add that, feel free. It's not 100% necessary, but it looks kind of cool anyways. So, with that said, that is the body complete. It will look like this. So, at the front, we have a 6x6 with a 3D bow tie. Come around to the left side, we have a 6x4. Again, if you're building the bigger version, which fits to a hand, it'll be 6x6. Come around to the right side, again 6x4, if you're building the bigger version, 6x6, and the rear side 6x6. Okie dokie, so you may be noticing we are missing the limbs. Now in terms of plushes, if you want to turn this into a plush, and that's the beauty of this, is that this build is basically ready to turn into a plushie. If you want to turn it into a plushie, simply place a 2x2x2 cube on each side on the left and the right, like this. And that will be your 2 feet. We aren't going to be turning it into a plushie, but that would be what you're doing if you wanted to. So feel free, if you want to build this as a plushie as well, to do that. What we're then going to do is come to the top left corner, and right next to this red wall here, we're going to place 2 magenta, and underneath that 2 more. On the right side, we do the exact same. So from the red wall here, we go 2 to the right, and 2 underneath. And what we're going to do is on both sides, we're going to bring it forwards a layer. So it gives us 2 2x2x2 cubes, and it will look like this. So again, it's basically a plushie at this point. However, if you're going for the puppet and just for the character itself, delete the feet. We're not looking for that. That's just if you want to make it into a little plushie, which again, if you want to check out my FNAF sister location plushes, there'll be a link in the description and in the card system at the top right corner of your video. So check that out at the end, and hopefully you'll like them. If you like this kind of stuff, you probably will. So anyways, you'll have something that looks like this from above. Now what we're going to do is we're going to expand the arms backwards one, and we're going to do this on both sides. So essentially what this does is turns the arms, which were currently 2x2x2s, into 2x3x2s. So it just makes them slightly longer, and I guess distinguishes it a bit from a plushie, whereas this is a puppet of course. So you need the arms to be fully attached to the body, otherwise the person controlling the puppet, in the case of the game, would be Funtime Freddy, I believe, wouldn't be able to actually control it. So just a small bit of logic there, probably doesn't really matter that much, but again, just the small touches. Okay, so with that said, we are now ready to move on to the head. We are making really good progress. So what we're going to do is come to the front side, of course, and on top of this top left corner red wall here, we're going to place a magenta. We're then going to place a second magenta, 2 black wool, and 2 magenta. So that's a row of 6. What we do is we come around to the left side, and we're going to expand 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over to the left, and same on the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, of course, if you are building it 2 blocks extended that way, you're going to have to extend this 2 blocks further out. So it will be like this. And the head, again, will be like really, really big, like 8x8. But again, if you're building it in the smaller version, then it should be 6x6. From the rear side, we're going to join them together in the middle by placing 4. And that gives us a 6x6 outline, and it looks like this. Again, if you are building the bigger version, it will be, I believe, 6x8. So 6 wide and then 8 thick. Okay, so we're going to start off on the front side. So we got the first layer, which is 2 magenta, 2 black wool, and 2 magenta. What we're then going to do is 2 more layers of 6 magenta. So that's the first 2/3 layer already complete. For the fourth layer, we're going to place 1 white wool, 1 black wool, 2 magenta, 1 black and 1 white. For the fifth layer, we place 1 white, 1 lime, 2 magenta, 1 lime, and 1 white. And for the final layer, the sixth layer, we're going to place 6 magenta clay. And once you've done that, it looks like this. And it looks awful. It looks like a really confused cartoon like plum or something. I don't know. It looks like a wannabe annoying orange, but purple. I don't know. It really doesn't, but it just looks weird. So what we're going to do is grab ourselves our pink wool. We're going to come to the bottom left corner of the head and up to the second layer. We're going to place a row of 6 pink wool. And again, this is a 3D effect. Currently doesn't look any better. What we're then going to do is above this, place 1 red wool, 1 pink wool, 2 black, 1 pink, and 1 red wool. And it now looks like this. To top this off, and this is always what makes me think of walruses for some reason, we're going to come to the second block. We're going to go down 1, place a quartz, and come to the fifth one, down 1, place a quartz, and it will look like this. So currently, that is the 3D effects. You want to leave it once you've got that, because we're going to add ears, and that will cap it off and make it look a lot better. But again, for now, this is what it looks like. If you want to pause, feel free. Okay, so in regards to the other sides, as you can see, it's essentially just a 6x6 square on each side. All we're going to do is just build up until we have a 6x6 of magenta clay. So each side is plain. As you can see, that is a 6x6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we do the exact same on the right side and of course the rear side. So all we do is just follow the template we already built, building up 5 each time. This will loop round to the rear side as well, and we just follow it round and build up. It's very simple, and again that will give you on the left side 6x6, right side 6x6, and rear side of course 6x6. Now in regards to the top, just go ahead and fill in the gaps using our magenta clay again, and then we're ready to add our ears. So right now, looks like this. Again, looks a bit like a walrus. Moving on. So we come to the top left corner. So this one here, we're going to go forwards 1, and we're going to go up 2 using magenta clay. We then go to the front right corner, go forwards 1, go up 2 using, again, magenta clay. On the left side, can we just take a minute to admire? Kind of looks like a dog at the moment. On the left side, we're going to place 2 pink wool to the right of it. On the right side, we place 2 to the left. What we're then going to do is behind this, directly behind this, we're going to place a 2x2 of magenta on each one. So it's now 2 2x2x2 cubes, and you can see it looks like this. Still looking not too great. So the way we're going to fix this is on top of the pink wool on each one, we're going to build up 1, 2, 3 magenta. Same with this one, 1, 2, 3 magenta. And on the left side, we place 3 magenta to the left. On the right, we place 3 to the right. So now it looks like this. What we're then going to do is on the third layer, so on this block we just placed, in front of it we're going to place 2 pink wool, 1 magenta, go to the left and down twice using magenta. As you can see, it brings it forwards and gives you like a diagonal shape on the ears and makes it look a bit more pointy. On the right side we do the exact same, so on the third layer, the block above the pink wool here, we're going to bring it forwards 1 using pink wool, go up 1, and then up 1 using magenta, to right and down twice again using magenta. That is the left ear and the right ear complete. And once you've done that, that is your very own Bonnet, or Bonnet, little plushie slash puppet, I guess is the better way of putting it. So, I really do hope you enjoyed this. Again, this is a very simple build to do, a very small one, and can be easily transformed into a plushie if you want to go down that route. That's always a good route to go as well. Or you could just get 2 builds out of it and build both. Build this as a statue, and then as a plushie. So again, I will be doing a character 3D model statue of this character coming in the next week or 2. Again, it's going to be very similar to like the normal Bonnie model, but just a different color scheme. So if you want to skip that video, that's cool. I respect that. But again, I'm just going to throw it out there because I thought it was interesting. I thought it was cool. So with that said, thank you very much for watching. Again, if you want to check out any of my other content on the channel, that'll be great. Apologies for my voice being a bit croaky. Again, not being too great recently. And stick around for the Christmas / now New Year's probably giveaway. So hopefully that'll be cool. With that said, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, leave a comment down below. You know all the stuff. hit the bell, because I have to say that now because YouTube is a tad broken, but whatever, we live and we get on with it. I'm going to stop rambling. Have a good one, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, my name has been Gummy, and goodbye.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through?